This presentation is about database management and security. In this video, it was created to educate on the importance of data security and to understand the database management systems and a few of those roles that operate those processes. Have you ever wondered, where is my data going? Where is it stored? Maybe even clicked on some of those suspicious links that say you may have won some type of prize, or just had some link that didn't quite look right. Did you know database management systems are often under attack? They have a few different attacks that most organizations always kind of run into, or maybe even yourself as an individual. There are SQL injections, which attackers use this method to inject some harmful queries to get access to your data. There's unauthorized access, meaning like weak credentials, or most commonly stolen passwords. And then there's also data breaches, and most of the data, is potentially sold on the dark web somewhere. According to a 2021 data breach investigation report that was orchestrated by Verizon, over 80% of data breaches came from credential theft and social attacks. Over 80%, so that's a pretty high percentage of data breaches that were compromised by credential theft. Also, in a Harvard Business Review article, it was mentioned that there was a 20% increase in data breaches from the year 2022 to the year 2023. And three primary reasons for that was one, cloud misconfiguration. So there's an importance and obviously a huge drive for getting some highly trained professional cloud engineers in the workspace, and other data professionals, data admins, data engineers, and so on. Number two, there are new types of ransom attacks, that attackers and hackers are, trying to get trendy because they know that there's defense out against them. So they're coming up with new ways to compromise systems and databases all over. The organization size doesn't really matter. If they have data, they want it. And the third would be increased exploitation of vendor systems. A lot of organizations use third-party vendors to kind of help them orchestrate some type of data workflows or management, and these systems are also under attack quite often. Sometimes there's a process in between, and if a hacker's skill is skill set enough, they can often try to penetrate those workflows between that organization to the third-party vendor. There are ways to mitigate the risk of stolen data. One is to, understand that most organizations have some type of IT infrastructure team that monitor these systems, and protecting that data is one of the top priorities. And also, it's to understand that protecting your data is not just the role for those organizations, but you should also protect your own data and have your own protocols in place. So that's no leaving passwords just hanging around, signing into just any public Wi-Fi. Number two, these professionals undergo trainings to be alert for the latest hacker trends, and you should also have some form of training or understanding on how to protect your data. Again, it's all of our responsibility. Number three, be aware of suspicious emails, links, signing in to, all these public Wi-Fis. You never know who's around. And if you're not trained enough, you never know, what kind of attacks that you may be under. That's why the percentages is so high. Because some people just aren't trained in that space. Like I said, coming from Verizon, that's an 80%, where people have been compromised from their data. Also, from 2022 to 2023, there's a 20% increase as well. So the attackers that are out there, and your data is valuable to them. In conclusion, data is an asset and it must be safeguarded as such. Organizations are being proactive to hire top talent to make sure your data is safe. And again, you should always protect your data. So that's creating strong credentials and staying away from the suspicious links, malware, anything that could, seem to be a potential threat.